identical here. I am not going to try these because my son will kill me. That's how much he loves these. If I tried one, he'd be really upset, I think, because he does really enjoy them. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here, then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious cheese and spring onion scones or rolls. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious cheese and spring onion scones or rolls or scones, whichever way you prefer to say that word. So I've got all of my ingredients laid out in front of me, and the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to add about 150 grams of ground almond flour. Now you will need ground almond flour for this recipe. Ground almonds won't work as well because they're too thick, and it just won't bind together well. Almond flour works really well in this recipe. I bought mine from our local wholesalers. It is slightly cheaper there. If you can get it from a local wholesalers, please do, because it is cheaper. But as I said, you will need almond flour, so I'm just going to pour that into the mixing bowl. And then to that, I'm going to add about 100 grams of grated cheese. So I've got some cheddar cheese here, and I've got some parmesan as well, but you can use any kind of cheese you like. So I'm just going to add these to the bowl as well, like so. And then I've got some baking powder to add. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon of baking powder. I forgot to say that I have also preheated my oven as well before I started. So my oven is preheating away nicely over there. And then I have some spring onions. So I just simply chopped up the spring onions and I just fried them in a little bit of oil in a pan on the hob. And I'm just going to add these as well now. So I'm just going to add those two. And then I'm going to mix those ingredients around until everything is well mixed together, just to make it nice and even, so every bite you get a bit of cheese and a bit of spring onion as well. My husband and son love these, especially my son. I'm actually making these as a little after school snack for him today, so I'm sure he's going to be very impressed when he gets home from school. And now I'm going to add in 2 eggs. So I've just simply cracked the eggs into a bowl and scrambled them, and I'm just going to add the egg in as well. And then I'm just going to mix these ingredients together until this forms a dough ball. So basically like a ball of dough, really. I'm hoping that those 2 eggs will be enough and that I don't have to use another one. I think they will. So yeah, that's coming together nicely now. So I'm just going to continue to mix this until it forms a dough ball, like so. You may need to get your hand in the end as well. If it feels a bit soft, like if it's too wet a mixture, then you can always add some more almond flour to it. But I find that they cook as well when it is as wet, so if it is a bit wet, don't worry too much about it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab myself a plate and wash my hands as well. I have grabbed myself a plate, and I've also dampened my hands as well, because I want to roll this into a proper ball, and I want my hands to be damp when I do it, so that the mixture doesn't sort of stick to my hands. So now I'm going to divide the mixture into 4, and I'm going to make this into 4 rolls or scones, whichever way around you say that, I don't know. And then I'm just simply going to put these onto the plate, and I'm going to put these into the oven after about half an hour or so. I'm actually going to store them in the fridge first. So I'm going to put these into the fridge for about half an hour, and by putting them in the fridge, it will help the scones to sort of mould together. Because there's no gluten in there, it's a little bit harder for the scone to rise. So by putting them in the fridge, it just helps everything to glue together a bit easier. So as I said, I'm off to put these into the fridge for about half an hour. The oven has preheated, and the scones, rolls, whatever you want to call them, have been in the fridge for half an hour, so they're really nice and cold. So I'm going to put these onto my baking tray. In here I have a Pampered Chef stone. Stoneware helps to absorb the badness from the food and leave the goodness. It also doesn't need any oil on it, so if you are using an ordinary baking tray that you need the oil, then please do. But I'm just going to put these straight on, and I'm going to cook these now for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until they go a lovely golden brown colour. The cheese scones have been in for a good 15 minutes, and they are a lovely golden brown colour, as you can see. So I'm going to take these out of the oven, and I'm going to leave them to cool. As you can see, I have transferred the cheese and onion rolls, scones to a cooling rack, and I'm going to leave them to cool here. I am not going to try these because my son will kill me. That's how much he loves these. If I tried one, he'd be really upset, I think, because he does really enjoy them. I wanted to say though that these are really nice with a piece of ham in the middle of them, so you can just cut them open and put a piece of ham in. Parma ham is really nice inside of these as well. Also, you can have these with a main meal. So the other night I served these with a minced beef stew to my husband and son, and they really enjoyed it as well. So as you can see, the scones are done, and I'm just going to leave them to cool. That's how you make my delicious cheese and spring onion scones or rolls, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be giving these to my son as a snack this afternoon. Not all of them, of course, maybe one or two, because he loves them, so I can't try them, but they smell so good, and I'm sure he's really going to enjoy them. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.